Hello! I hope you're all okay and all good. Welcome to another video. My name is George. For those of you who don't know, feel free to subscribe down below if you're not already. And this is my March TBR. Yes, I'm still making one, even though there are 4 books I didn't finish last month. Get into it. I'm really getting into TBRs at the moment, and I think it's because it gives my reading a little bit more focus, so I do less staring at my shelves, panicking about what I'm going to read next, and more actual reading. I still don't completely pick what I'm going to read. I'll pick out the list, the pile of books that I want to read, and then I'll just show them to Jordan and be like, pick one, because he has no attachment to any of these books in the same way that I do. So I've picked another few books to top up the old TBR. I'm just going to go through the ones that are hangovers from last month first. So we have Surrender Your Sons by Adam Sass. I am 100 pages from the end of this, and I literally stopped reading last night just as it got mega exciting. I am loving this book so far. It is about a boy called Connor Major who is sent to a conversion therapy camp on an island in Costa Rica, and it's this place called Nightlight, and it's this horrible, horrible place, and he's trying to find a way to get off of this island, possibly bring it down. It is so good. I can't begin to express quite how good it is. Everyone told me that it was brilliant. Everything I've heard about it is fantastic, and it lives up to the hype and then some. It's brilliant. So the next book that is a hangover from last month and is what I'll be reading after that is Love is for Losers by Wibke Brueggemann. This is the story of a girl called Phoebe Davis who doesn't believe in love until Emma starts working at the same shop as her, and then it sort of changes her mind a little bit. Apparently it's super fun, super funny. I'd intended to read it last month and I didn't, so I'm going to read it this month. But yeah, I'm still obsessed with this cat. I still want to do a look where this cat is the eyebrow. I don't know how I would do it, but I really want to do that. For a Books as Drags look thing. The next book is The House of Impossible Beauties by Yosef Kasara. This is the fictionalized account of the House of Extravaganza in the Harlem ball scene in New York City. So very Pose, Paris is Burning vibes. Again, I've heard great things. I want to read it. I'm going to read it this month. I already talked about it in my last video. If you want more detail on these first 4 books, my previous TBR video, my LGBTQ plus History Month TBR video, has more about these, but I'm sort of rushing through them because I've talked about them already. And the last book is Cemetery Boys, which is another book that I've heard incredible things about, even more incredible things. Since I said I was going to put it on my TBR, people have been raving about it. So I need to read this too. So those are the first 4 books I'm going to be reading in March. These next few are my top-ups. So, Love is for Losers was sent to me by Macmillan. Not asked to talk about it, but they have sent it over. So the next book that I plan on reading in March is Afterlove by Tanya, Byrne. I have been obsessed with this cover ever since I saw it. I have been wanting to, this was meant to come out last year, I think, but obviously so much stuff got pushed back because of the corona times. But this is the hotly anticipated YA lesbian romance from Tanya, Byrne, which is about Ash, who dies and becomes a reaper and is determined to find her girlfriend Poppy again. The only thing separating them is death. I'm so excited to read it. I've heard amazing things about it. Apparently I'm just going to cry all the way through, which sounds like my kind of thing. But yeah, it sounds absolutely incredible. I'm a huge fan of Tanya's previous books. The only one I've not read is For Holly. But I'm a huge fan of Tanya's books, of Tanya's writing, of Tanya's everything. So I'm very excited to get into this. It sounds fabulous and a little bit heartbreaking. And who doesn't want that? So that comes out in June 2021. And the next book that I'm going to read is Destination Anywhere by Sara Barnard. That was sent to me by Hodder. This has been sent to me by Macmillan. Destination Anywhere by Sara Barnard. This was supposed to come out last year again, but obviously moved on because of the corona times, and now comes out in April. It doesn't say it on here, but I think it now comes out in April. This is Sara's 5th YA novel. Amazing. I'm very much behind on my Sara Barnard reading, so I have read Beautiful Broken Things and A Quiet Kind of Thunder, and I have read her contributions to Flawed, the collaborative YA novel that was done with Tanya Byrne, Non Pratt, Lisa Williamson, Eleanor Wood, Melinda Salisbury, Holly Bourne, and I'm a huge fan of her. I'm a huge fan of her as a human being. I'm a huge fan of her words that she puts on pages. So I'm very excited to read this. I also want to get to my other Sara Barnard books, because I do have Goodbye Perfect on my shelves, and I do want to read that. And I also want to read the first 2 again. And I've still not read the sequel to Beautiful Broken Things. I'm a terrible person and a bad friend, but I'm very excited to read this. Apparently it's absolutely brilliant, which I kind of expect because Sara is amazing. So this is catching the light on this ring light so well. But look, so pretty, so pretty. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? I'm obviously some kind of way today. The next couple of books, there are 3 books here. Something that I want to do, and I mentioned this in my reading resolutions for 2021, is that I wanted to read more middle grade, and I also wanted to reread more books. So with that in mind, and I'm planning on reading vlogging this. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, feel free to let me know. I think I'm going to do it anyway. A Series of Unfortunate Events. I reread these, or started rereading these a few years ago. I think I only got as far as book 9 before something happened. Like I don't know what year it was I was doing it, but something happened and it meant that I didn't finish it. And I never finished watching the series either, like the TV series on Netflix. So my plan is to reread The Bad Beginning, The Reptile Room, and The Wide Window. I want to reread these and do them as like a reading vlog, and kind of be able to talk about it as I go along, because I did do videos for them at the time which are now privated because they're old and I don't like them. So I would like to do that, but I loved these books so much growing up, and so I sort of want to reread them, and this sort of plays into my wanting to reread more and not feel guilty and wanting to read more middle grade as well. So in theory, I will like reread those 3 this month. Although this is a lot of books to read in a month, damn. And then I'll read the next ones the following month, and the next one, like, do you know what I mean? So like by summer I will have reread them all, and maybe we'll do the All the Wrong Questions series as well, maybe. And then I can move on and do some other reading vloggy things on my shelves, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, much like last month, we've gone a little bit wild in the aisles on the old TBR. So this is 9. So this is 9 books. Who am I? Why am I like this? But this is 9 books that I'm going to attempt reading in March. Forgot what month it was. Do feel free to let me know in the comments if you've read any of these and what your thoughts of them are. I'm nearly finished this, and I'm probably going to finish this tonight. It's the 3rd of March, and I'm probably going to finish this tonight. I'm really excited to find out how this is going to end, because it's very, very dramatic. There's a lot of looking up from the book and being like, oh shit, because stuff has happened. But yeah. These are the books I'm hoping to read in March. Feel free to let me know in the comments below what books you are planning to read in March. If you've made it this far in the video, feel free to leave me the blue heart emoji, just cause. And yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's going to be a short one, but I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget to put a thumb on it and subscribe down below if you want to see more. I love each and every one of your faces, and I will speak to you as soon as I possibly can. Bye!